What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Best Family Homestead. Oh, if I knew who had done the wiring on this place, violence would be ensuing very shortly. It's a good thing I don't know. So here's what happened. I'm working on trying to finish the well house, and all of a sudden water goes out in the house. So I figure it's probably my fault. I must have hit a wire when I was doing the foundation. I didn't think I did because I knew where the wire was and I was real careful. So I started testing my power. I have no power here. I'd already checked the breaker. Breaker wasn't tripped. I had power at the breaker. So I start trying to go under the house, figure out where the wiring, goes under the house. And I know it's a mess. Got frustrated, not really be able to fit and crawling around under the house. So I took a sledgehammer and started busting rock out. I've got to relay it up anyway when I do the siding. And here's what I find. Notice the color of wire that goes right here next to the water line. That runs through the well. White. Now notice the color of the wire where it comes out of the ground. Right here, black. So, the idiots that rewired this place, somewhere underground, spliced the damn wire instead of running wire from the house to the well. There is a correct way to do it. I'm probably going to do it, but there are correct things you use, and I guarantee you they didn't. So now I have to someone else's garbage work and dig all the way back to the house, trying not to break any PVC pipe, can't use the tractor, and find where these idiots spliced wire the wrong way. Can't tell, Aaron is not very happy. I just wanted to get the well house finished today and make it look pretty. Oh well, I guess that's just life on working on things that someone else has tried to work on. Let me go round up shovels. All right, so my luck, the break is somewhere right here in the center, but it could possibly be closer to one end or the other. So I'm going to split the difference, go about 10 feet on the well house side, then go over to the house and go about 10 feet that way, and hope that that's where the break is, and that I don't have to go all the way to the center. Well, at least I chose correctly on which side to start digging. Now, I'm not honestly sure what exactly happened here. I'm a little bit baffled. Oh, there's what happened. All right. Let me adjust the camera here so I can get a... So it looks like, if you look, you can see where it's, this right here is hard and brittle. It burnt, it shorted out. It shorted out and burnt the wire into that's really weird. For one, it wasn't buried deep enough. The water lines are buried deep enough. I'm hitting the water lines here just 6 inches down. So honestly, insulating the well house is the least of my worries. Because with it being, well, no, I mean the well house is going to freeze first, or the pump above ground, but still, it's, you know, not very, that line's not very far down. I was getting to it just right there. There we go. See that? Right there's the line from the pump, maybe 5 or 6 inches down. So I am surprised that at some point it hasn't frozen, cracked. The previous owners, whoever kind of made this mess for me, they had installed, you can see right here, this plug, and I've checked it. There is a heater that goes right there under that cover, and so I can run an extension cord when it's cold, plug that heater in. I don't have to worry about this freezing, so I don't have to like super insulate in here or anything like that. All I'm going to do is put some blue board up as a wind block, especially down here in South Georgia. That's all we're going to need. But we figured out what happened. We just don't know, not really sure why it happened. Well, I know why it happened. I'm not sure what caused it. And it is odd that, one, it kept working for such a long time. I mean, goodness knows how long. And I guess just with me walking right here and doing all this work, building this well house, that it kinked just right to fry it and burn it. Because that is definitely cooked insulation right there. It definitely shorted out. All right, so I've got the supplies we need now to correctly fix our underground splice. We're gonna fix it and then dig out our trench so I can rebury it at a better depth than they had it buried, and maybe get the well house finished. I don't know. And this is like a waterproof tape, a mastic. It sticks to this stuff really good, but it sticks even better to itself. So this goes here, and you see it's kind of gummy, like a gummy substance. And I want to make sure and really get it shoved up around all these wires. Almost turns into like a clay. Alright, I want to make sure it's nice and tight and has everything sealed up. And then we'll put my heat shrink. Make sure it's about centered. Now this isn't like little heat shrink like automotive or something you really do with a lighter. Now this torch is overkill, but I couldn't find my little butane torch. So, but you can see this stuff takes a lot of heat, and I want to hold it back nice and don't want to burn anything. Definitely don't want to put the flame really close to it. Gradually heating it up. As even as I can. I'm being especially careful when I get close to the wires. Alright, now notice, this is a special heat shrink. why it's so thick. If you see the glue looking stuff oozing out of that, as this stuff heats up, the sealant comes out when it's hot, and it's all the way down in here. So this sealant is, I don't really need to do this because it's all the way down this whole piece of heat shrink. And as it cools, it'll get harder. And so it's actually waterproofed. Yeah, that's warm. Hot. It's actually now sealed and waterproofed all the way down. The correct way to splice a wire underground. I hope by now you guys realize I wouldn't do anything like this. I'm not sure if anybody really can see, you know, I don't know, any issues. But good grief. I mean, why? Why? I don't understand. Don't understand why. Yes, it's PVC. Yes, it bends a little bit. However, bending it puts stress on it is greatly going to increase the odds of it cracking as it gets older. I'm not digging out underneath that PVC because with my luck, I will definitely break it. And right now I do not have time to fix it. I gotta head to Florida to drop Aiden off to college. So I know it's here. I'm gonna run this wire back, cover it up, and add it to my rather extensive list of stuff I have to do. But at this point, I don't even know where in the heck the lines go, because they ran over here and then it cuts back that way. Why they wouldn't have just ran from here straight to the house, ran one section over there. And the other thing that really just irks me is the only cutoff that they have is right here. So actually, I don't even think, I don't know what these stupid people did. I know that they are not on my list of people to send a Christmas card to this year, though. All right, let's get this ridiculousness wrapped up. it occurred to me like 10 seconds ago that I actually said it. I shouldn't cover that up till I tested it. I was just so blown away by the ridiculousness that I lost my train of thought. Well, let's finish getting this hooked on. Alright, I'll come back in here and tape this up if it works. Unlike covering everything else up out there. And I have water again. So they cool down. Alright. Well, right when I was about to have this spot looking all pretty, it'll take like 10 seconds for the weeds to take back over like the rest of it. Alright, everybody. Well, hope you enjoy watching this video. And magically, who shows up right when I get it all finished? No, it's alright. I didn't tell him. I just got after it this morning. Well, now you guys know how not to do main water line and wiring, and how to fix an underground splice. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. That way you won't miss me actually getting this well house finished and maybe it looking good out here.